They say the loudest man in the room is usually the weakest. But the truth is, family, real killers, they move in silence. You see, life ain't just about who's shining, it's about who's strategizing, because everybody wants to be seen and heard. But the true silence is the real strength. Your mind, your patience, your discipline. That's where wars are won before a single move is even made. You must understand that. Let's get into this right now. Like, subscribe, and share. This is one of those strategy sessions I want to give you that's going to make you a lot stronger. So, you like this type of content, tap in. But let me talk about the invisible field, and I'm gonna give you some notes at the end, so stay tuned right now. Check this out. It was a brother named Malik, right? Every time his boys was hitting the club, Malik was hitting the books. You see what I'm saying? He's locked in. They call him born. They say he was wasting his time. But what they didn't see was the war he was fighting in silence, family. Malik studied business. He learned digital marketing and started building online, not just in the books, no excuses. But 3 years later, the same friends that saw him doing all that saw him on a billboard. He didn't flex his journey, he mastered it. He moved like a shadow that was struck in lightning. And that's how kings move. They don't announce their every move. They prepare and they move with dominance. So you're saying to yourself, James Mack, how does that affect me? Check this out. This is a game of chess, not checkers, family. You have to move strategically on every single move. Like Sun Tzu said, appear where you are not expected. These are real moves. You know what I'm saying? The art of war wasn't about swords, it was about psychology. So you must have that psychology. You don't win by shouting out your goals, or I'm about to turn up this year, I'm about to do this. Family, you win by thinking outside of your enemies, being unpredictable, calm, focused. In a world full of exposure, secrecy is the new strength. That's cold right there. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, because real power speaks after the victory. So every scroll, every flex, look at me moment, it feeds the algorithm, right? But it starves your discipline. You can't build an empire by performing for approval. You gotta grind in silence, family. The reveal requires results. Now here's some action steps I want you to take. So go ahead and get a pen and paper. This is very important, because everything I'm telling you, we can watch all the nonsense, but this is real knowledge and real understanding. So grab a pencil. Let me give you a couple steps you can use. So here's how you win on your battlefield, family. Keep your vision sacred. Don't share every move. Stop sharing every move, every post. Protect your dreams like you protect your crown, family. You know what I mean? Number 2, move strategic. Study the game you're in. Construction, social media, whatever your business, your content, or your life itself, make sure you prepare. You know what I mean? Because that beats out performance every time. The third tip I got for you is strike with precision. When the time comes to act, don't hesitate. You feel me? When you show up, make sure it's unforgettable, right? Make sure when you show up, you showing up because you already prepared. You see what I'm saying? And you already did what you had to do. So now you come in and you're using the surprise as a tool. Remember this. You ain't gotta announce your greatness. Just build it, right? Let the work echo louder than your words. Because when you move with purpose, not noise, you become invisible until it's too late for them to stop you, baby. It's too late. They can't handle you. Stay focused, stay dangerous, right? In such a way, stay silent, because kings don't argue in the crown. They rule from the shadows, baby. The king is up top. This is motivation from the mind of the king. So I want y'all to, tap in. If you like this kind of content, stay with me on there. Harness your power, move in silent, stop posting everything and do your thing, baby. This is James Mack. Tap in.